If you want to have success as a trader, investor, you cannot lie to yourself. This is just very investing 101, and I understand I'm not going to lie to myself, Clay. Why would I lie to myself? That would be very counterproductive, and you're absolutely right. The problem is you can lie to yourself without even knowing you're lying to yourself, and I have a perfect example of that, and let's hop into it. And as I read it, just like I said, document your thoughts. What comes to mind as I read this person's message that came on one of my YouTube videos? Matt says, I know it's going to spike again. It's only a matter of time. I just wanted to hear your opinion. Okay, so let's just think about what does he know is going to happen? Well, something's going to spike again. So this tells me right now he's holding a bag. He bought something and it went down, and you know what? He needs it to go back up, right? He wants it to go back up. He needs it to spike, right? I'm down. I need it to go back up. But not even need. The nice thing apparently is that he knows that it's going to spike. But then do you catch the kicker in all this? Okay, well, Matt, with all due respect, if you know that it's going to spike, what in the world do you need my opinion for? What do you need anybody's opinion for? That would be the equivalent of me saying, you know what? If I put my hand on that stove, I know it's going to burn me. I know it's going to burn me. But can I get your opinion? Is it going to burn me if I put my hand on that stove? Wait a second. Why would you need an opinion if you actually know, right? Very, very simple logic sequence there. But the point here is this. This person is lying to themselves. They don't want to admit that all they're doing is holding and hoping. All they're doing is, they're doing no strategy. They don't have a strategy. And they don't want to admit that to themselves. They don't want to admit that they should be selling or they should be managing their position size or risk because they know that it's going to spike. But clearly they don't know. It is a factual lie. It's a logical lie because, like I said, they wouldn't be asking for others' opinions if they knew that something was actually going to happen. I do admit that this is somewhat of an extreme case, but my point is that this exists all the time. I'm guilty of it. And I can still be guilty of it. When you start to lie to yourself and no, this hasn't broken the rules. This hasn't broken, my criteria for my investment strategy or for my trade strategy. No, it's still hanging in there. Be careful. It's very, very easy to lie to yourself. And if things can get as extreme as what we have here with Matt, just think about all the in-between areas where it can get where you ultimately are telling yourself something that's not true. So yes, and again, this pertains to more than just being a bag holder, right? Very clear, Matt is a bag holder, does not want to admit he's a bag holder, does not want to sell, so he's convinced himself that something will spike, but yet he still needs other people's opinions. But this can apply to many other areas in the market. So I just want to quickly address it because I get it. Very simple lesson, but a very powerful one because you definitely need to be aware of it. And while it's simple to connect these dots here, as you saw, it's much more difficult to realize when you are lying to yourself, and you got to be very aware of it because you can potentially maybe not put yourself in this drastic of a situation where you're this delusional about things, but it can create some delusion, which is going to cause you a heartache, going to cause a headache. And I'm not going to say going to cause you to blow up your account, but it's going to cause a lot more pain than it actually would if you would just be honest with yourself in the first place. So don't lie to yourself. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.